Raise your hand if this sounds familiar. It's late at night, let's say around 11 o'clock, and you have to wake up early the next morning. So you're in bed, and as you're in bed, you're on YouTube. You find this one video that's just very interesting. So you click on it, and you think to yourself, let me watch this one video, then I'm gonna fall asleep. But then that one video turns into two videos, then two turns into five, and all of a sudden, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you can't fall back asleep. Sound familiar? So in this speech, I'm gonna persuade you to believe that your phone is actually more harmful to your sleeping schedule than you might realize. Because in this speech, I'm gonna talk about how the blue light radiating off your phone suppresses your melatonin levels, how being on your phone keeps your mind more engaged, and how alertness at night affects your alertness in the morning. Let's begin. Now I'm gonna talk about how blue light suppresses your melatonin levels. So, melatonin. Melatonin is the sleeping chemical. It is released by your pineal glands that lets your body know that it's time to go to sleep. While blue light, it's a light radiating off of brighter lights to make you more awake. For example, it's when you're sleeping in bed, then someone opens the blinds, and when the light hits your face, you wake up. That's blue light. And the more blue light you get at night affects your circadian rhythm. And your circadian rhythm is literally clockwork. It's the internal process you learn as a child to whether it's time to wake up or go to bed. It follows the Earth's 24-hour rotation, so you get enough blue light throughout the day so you don't get a whole bunch of it at night. That being said, it's your body telling you around 9:30 it's time to wake up, but at 12 at midnight, it is time to go to sleep. So your body is used to having a certain amount of blue light per day because of the sun and Earth's rotation. But the more you get at night affects your circadian rhythm, which means less melatonin coming to your body, which means less sleep you're going to get. And the second one I'm going to talk about is how being on your phone keeps your mind more engaged. So let's keep the YouTube and social media are the top things kids my age go on their phones. And social media and YouTube are powered by dopamine. Dopamine is the chemical that is released when you're enjoying something like you're doing. It's the pleasure chemical. And when you're on your social media and on your phone, it's curiosity is building up, which is fueled by dopamine. So, for example, when you're on TikTok or Instagram, the more you're scrolling, you see more pictures of people you like, celebrities, videos, and it keeps you more engaged because it's different things every time you scroll up. That's curiosity building up, which means more dopamine is coming into your system. And more dopamine coming into your system makes you more anxious, makes you more excited, makes you more jumpy. Another example is this week's election. Whether you're for Biden or for Trump, when it first started, it was neck and neck. It was high tensions. Everyone had no idea what was going to happen. So we checked news every couple minutes. We checked our phones every couple seconds. And every time we checked, our heart starts beating. We get hot, we get sweaty, we get nervous. That's dopamine. So imagine going to bed when all that's happening. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is how alertness at night affects your alertness in the morning. And it's public knowledge. Scientists say you need about a good 8 hours of sleep. But this is why. When you sleep, your body actually goes through a 5-step cycle. And the last cycle is the most important one. The last cycle is called the REM cycle. The REM cycle is the cycle that makes your body grow the muscles. It's what lets your memories sink in. It's where your dreams come from. And it's what gives you the push and the energy you need for the next day. So when you're on your phone at night, the blue light's affecting your melatonin levels, which messes up your circadian rhythm, which keeps you more awake because dopamine is making you more antsy and more charged up. That being said, when you are affecting your REM sleep, that is what makes you groggy and gives you headaches. Because if you get too much or too little of it, you're not going to have enough strength or energy for the rest of the day. And that is counterproductive of what you need sleep for. So, to break it down, when you take a nap, and you wake up, you're all lightheaded and you're all get headaches and stuff, that's because you don't have enough REM sleep in your body. And you're not supposed to take naps every day because REM, when you're sleeping, you're supposed to sleep for the whole period. It's not supposed to be cut up. That's what messes up the cycle. That's how you get the headaches. So that being said, in this speech, I talked about how blue light suppresses your melatonin levels, how being engaged at night affects your alertness in the morning, and how your phone keeps your mind more engaged. And there is ways to prevent this. Scientists has shown that if you keep your phone in the other room, or if you leave it on don't disturb mode, it does the trick for you. But as college students, it's kind of counterproductive to leave your phone in a different room because we need our phones for alarms. And I've done a ton of research about this because I actually lived by this for a couple years now. I actually leave my phone across the room since I still use it for my alarm clock, but I leave it across the room so I'm not tempted to go on it during the night, which has helped tremendously during my college years. And I encourage everyone to do the same. So thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a lot. Bye.